Check this out, guys. This is the new generation Nissan Navara, and yes, it might be based on the Mitsubishi Triton, but the brand has done a number of things to make this different to its donor ute. Let's talk about them in this short preview, and stay tuned to ring the bell because I will be doing a full drive review of this vehicle very, very shortly. Let's go, shall we? Yes, the new generation Nissan Navara is based on the Mitsubishi Triton. That is no big issue if you ask me. It's a strong alliance program that has basically bared some pretty good fruit, I've got to say, based on what I've found, but I can't tell you about that just yet. Now, let's talk about this design because it has been differentiated in a number of ways, both physically and in terms of the dynamics. But let's look at the exterior and the interior, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about what's happened with the engineering program for this vehicle. As you can see, there are significant changes to the front end design, but no sheet metal changes for the new generation Navara. So let's have a look here. You do have a very different headlight design, as you can see, all LED lights across all grades, which is fantastic. You got the top light bar there as well, and here you'll see you've got this 3-slot motif which does hark back to the D27 hard body of years gone by. My dad had one of those and it was an awesome truck. Now, the front grille is very different as well. It does have a bit of a V design to it, but not as V as some of the other Nissans out there. And it's obviously been designed to help the vehicle breathe very well too. You've got the nice big proud Nissan badge with a camera there because they all come as standard with a surround view camera, which is excellent. And there's a number of different colors that will be offered, including this very on-trend Nissan red, but there's also a very Triton-like orange as well. So look, in profile, you can see for yourself, it does have its own sort of look to it, despite being very, very, very similar to that donor ute. I like these wheels. I think they look fantastic, a little bit snowflakey, and there's a number of different variants as well. 3 to choose from at launch, with the Pro 4X one being a bit of a looker in its own way too. Side steps standard, nice gray colored door handles up there too. No roof rails on this one, but it does look pretty tough, I've got to say. And you can see through that back wheel, it does still have drum brakes at the back, but I do think that, well, there's a lot changed beyond that in terms of the dynamics, but we'll get to that in one sec. Now, up here, let's have a look at the tailgate. It does have a different look to it, despite having the same sheet metal. You've got this Navara badge, which really does stand out. It's not as big as some of the others out there, but it does have the Nissan badge above it, and it sits pretty proudly. Now, you've got a step at the back, but no side steps, and in the tub, you'll see stuff like a tub liner in this XTX grade, which does have a plastic finish to it, so it's a bit slippery and lots of tie down points and the expected stuff that you would think. You've got this roll bar with those little finishes on the side, which are a nice touch too. And let's talk about what has changed in terms of what Nissan has done to make this vehicle drive differently to the Triton. You know the Nissan Navara Pro 4X Warrior and the Nissan Patrol Warrior? Well, the company that perfects those models is called Premcar. It's based in Melbourne, and it does have a serious engineering nous to make vehicles better than they otherwise might have been in a mix of situations. They've tried to do that for this new generation Navara as well. The program has been an Australian tuning program for both the suspension and the steering. Now, when it comes to the suspension, there have been changes to the dampers and a few different tunes depending on the grade as well. And there's been a specific steering tune for this model as well, but we'll talk about what it's like to drive in my next video, which if you ring the bell, you'll be notified when it comes out. It's very soon, so stay tuned. Yes, this might be very similar to the Mitsubishi Triton, but that's no bad thing in my opinion, because just have a look at this. You've got a 7-inch digital instrument cluster as standard. You've got this nice finish on the steering wheel, 9-inch touchscreen media system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto and sat-nav. And in this STX grade, you're getting this leather trim, electric front seat adjustment, Navara etched onto those seats, and I reckon this looks very presentable indeed. This STX also has heated front seats, dual zone climate control, and yes, the same sort of easy controls that you would expect. A wireless phone charger as well. You've got the 4x4 system there, as you can see, different drive modes, but no pop-out cup holders on the sides of the dashboard. Now let's have a look in the back seat. I mean, you can expect it to be very similar to the Triton, but it does have a good amount of space in here, and it's got plenty of practicality in terms of the storage. There's little pockets here. You've got multi-pockets on that seat back. You don't have any vents down there, but you do have USB-C port and a USB-A port and a 12-volt port, little transmission tunnel to contend with too. But you do have this air recirculation system with a fan controller up there. That is very effective. Trust me, in the Triton, I was impressed by it. Same thing in this Nissan. Now, the seat comfort in the back is very, very good. You've got ISOFIX points in the window seats, but just the middle top tether, which might be an issue for some, and a flip down armrest, as you can see, nice thick one there with cup holders too. So practicality sorted, comfort actually pretty well done, and presentation, I reckon it looked great. What about the powertrain then? Well, it does have the same 2.4 litre 4-cylinder bi-turbo diesel engine as the donor vehicle, and same outputs as well. Now that is class competitive, 150 kilowatts, 470 Newton meters, and it comes as standard with a 6-speed auto. No matter which version you choose, you're getting auto, you're getting this engine, you're getting that amount of power and torque, and you're getting 4-wheel drive. All of the new Navaras will be 4-wheel drive, and I'll tell you about the 4-wheel drive system in the next video, so make sure you stay tuned. Also worth keeping in mind, this ute has a pretty good claimed fuel consumption figure of less than 8 litres per 100, and it's got the benchmark towing as well. 750 kilos unbraked, 3,500 kilos brake towing capacity, and on your screen now you'll also see the range for the payload capacity, and I'll also put some other numbers in terms of the weights that you might want to keep in mind for your gross vehicle mass and also for your gross combined or combination mass. So look, this truck is not mucking around. It is made for the hardest of situations. And if you were thinking, why is the fuel filler cap open? Well, that's because I want to tell you something else about this powertrain. It does have AdBlue as part of the equation. So you've got a 17 litre AdBlue tank, a 75 litre diesel tank, and as I said, the efficiency numbers are pretty promising for this vehicle. Lower emissions than the last generation Navara as well, and that might matter to you if you're thinking about this ute as a work vehicle and you have strict requirements for the emissions numbers. So there you have it, the new generation Nissan Navara. I can't wait to tell you more about it. This preview video was just a brief little look at what to expect. There's a whole lot more to come when it comes to my coverage of the Navara, so make sure you subscribe and ring the bell if you want to know more about it. I'll tell you everything there is to know. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll see you when I see you.